The history of New Zealand Sign Language. New Zealand Sign Language uses a combination of hand shapes, upper body movements, and facial expressions as a form of communication. It includes signs for Māori concepts, something that is unique to the language. Over 24,000 people use the language daily, with it being the main language for an estimated 3,000 to 4,000 deaf people. Around 5% of deaf children have deaf parents and learn New Zealand Sign Language from birth as a native language. From 1870, some deaf children learn British Sign Language in New Zealand, most likely from English and Scottish immigrants. The Education Act of 1877 required school to be compulsory for all children, except those with disabilities. However, in 1878, MP William Rolleston argued deaf children should have the same education as everyone else, rather than being sent to Australia. In 1880, Sumner School for the Deaf opened in Christchurch. At the time, only spoken language skills were taught. Sign language was banned. Signed English was introduced into deaf education in the 1970s. Deaf clubs and sports organisations were established during the early 20th century, where deaf people felt more comfortable signing. Up until the 1980s, signing was not widely accepted by society, which made the deaf community feel stigmatised. Deaf schools allowed isolated children to connect with each other, leading to secretive signing in classrooms, as it was banned until 1979. At St Dominic's School for the Deaf in Palmerston North, sign language was banned until 1989. In 1985, awareness of New Zealand Sign Language increased when sign language interpreters started training in New Zealand. In 1989, Christchurch hosted the World Games for the Deaf. These events helped bring positive attention to the language. Interpreters are now commonly seen in media briefings during emergencies, allowing more inclusivity for deaf people. In 1994, New Zealand Sign Language became part of the New Zealand curriculum. In 1995, Van Ash Deaf Education Centre in Christchurch and Kelston Deaf Education Centre in Auckland began teaching the language. 2 years later, the Concise Dictionary of New Zealand Sign Language was released, an important publication that included more than 4,000 illustrated signs. In recent years, tertiary-level study related to New Zealand Sign Language has been available in Auckland and Wellington. In 2006, New Zealand Sign Language became one of New Zealand's 3 official languages, along with Te Reo Māori and English. The following year, New Zealand Sign Language Week was established, which has since been held in May every year. In 2015, the government committed to investing $1.5 million annually on an advisory board. Due to a rise in cochlear implants and fewer resident special schools, over 90% of deaf children attend mainstream schools, where they are often the only deaf person. The language has many variations depending on the person's age, location, and gender. It is always evolving, adding new signs to express emerging concepts, such as technology. Video apps and a free video interpreting service help facilitate communication between deaf people and non-signers. New Zealand Sign Language students have also benefited from online games and resources that make learning more accessible.